And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Hey, no more. Mike, let's get the ball. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Check. Shift. Hey. Watch twist.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Washington Redskins first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Hey, switch gears. Check 24. Rush in.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. And he will find his man on the outside.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. Check.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
That's another Washington Redskins.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Watch out.
Now a run with Geis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Out of the gun, Geis. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
You're not going anywhere, man. What are you doing? You can't get past me.
On third and 1, it's Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
First and 10 at the 20.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Let's go. Showing it. He's crashing. Watch the eye. Share. Go.
Now Haskins on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 4 there. Out of the screen, and it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 26-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I got motion. You go tight. You got tight right there. Check 99.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On play action, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie 2nd rounder from Penn State. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 27-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
1st down, Philadelphia.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Great 15.
Wentz now to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike 38, Mike 38, Mike 38.
Second down, Haskins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go. Go to base. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Back, back, back.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Slam, slam, slam. Check 26, check 26. Slam.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Wentz on the bootleg. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Wentz now on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6-6, pull it high.
On 2nd down, it's Ware. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Let's go, D. Walk top, walk top.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check out. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Wide. Get wide.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
No. Off.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
So difficult because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline watching the play can often fool you into thinking that the ball should be placed in a different spot.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On 1st down, this is Geis. Darren Lee there to get him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
A 62-yard attempt.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Go. 280. Let's go. Great.
Check. Break.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Redskins 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action now. Haskins rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Haskins back to the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Wentz to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ward. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like that memory was a little too long there.
And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else. They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Lefty, lefty.
Watch that in. 4 down, check. 4 down.
Play action. Now Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The throw right sideline here is complete. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
It's our field. It's our field.
Here's Haskins out of the gun, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Darren Lee gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Shotgun handoff now to Geis, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Mark 38. Yeah. You don't want none.
Mike 38. Mike 38.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run with Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On play action, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch twins. Switch gears.
Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Go. Waiting.
On play action, it's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down. Hey, watch 11. Tighten up.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at about the Redskins' 36.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Pac-Man.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here are the Redskins now, an important two-point conversion.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Watch here.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him.
And this will be caught at the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. About 3 yards there to the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Easy work. It's easy work. He's coming again.
And it's 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 42 yards out. And Elliott puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why?
Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, 78 yards, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Check. Check. Hot. Check.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 59 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Shit.
80 weapons. 3-5-7.
Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing is Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Give me some.
Rip on 2, down here. Give me some.
Now Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second and goal, Wentz. He's got it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
This is Geis. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Quit talking about it and play it.
Now Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Wentz. Huge first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Wentz to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw is Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 40-yard
And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And they'll be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as the Redskins have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Washington, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.